Hello everyone, welcome to the English Echo. We're very happy you're here today. Today we're going to practice English together in a simple and relaxing way. I'm Sam.
And I'm Sophia.
We're happy you're here today.
Let's learn together. So, I was actually just thinking about a trip I took a few years ago.
Oh really? Where'd you go?
I was in this beautiful foreign city, right? And I was just incredibly hungry.
Yeah, traveling makes you so hungry.
It really does. And, I walked past all these amazing local restaurants. The food just smelled wonderful.
Oh, I can imagine. So what did you eat?
Well, that is the sad part. I went into a familiar fast food place.
Oh no, you skipped the local food.
Yeah, I did. I just ordered on a digital screen.
I mean, I completely understand that feeling. You went there because, well, you didn't have to speak to anyone, right?
Exactly. Walking into a real sit-down restaurant in another language can be very scary.
It is so scary. You worry about doing the wrong thing or, saying the wrong words.
Right. I felt completely frozen. I didn't know the rules of the culture there.
Yeah, every place has different rules.
And I didn't know the right phrases, so I missed out on some amazing meals just because I was too nervous to walk through the door.
Well, many language learners feel that exact same way.
Really? It is not just me.
Oh, definitely not. It is very common. And that is why today we're going to talk about eating at a restaurant in English.
That sounds like a great topic.
Yeah, but we are not just going to learn what words to say. We're going to talk about why we say them.
Oh, so like the cultural rules.
Exactly. How the whole restaurant experience works in English-speaking cultures.
Wow. That is a huge relief. Because, if you understand the rules of the game, it is just much easier to play.
It really is. So let's start at the very beginning.
Okay, so let's imagine I am standing outside that local restaurant again.
Okay, you are outside. You are hungry.
Right. I open the door and I walk inside. What is the very first thing I need to do?
Well, the most important cultural rule when you walk into an American or British restaurant is to look for a sign.
A sign? What kind of sign?
Often, there's a sign that says, "Please wait to be seated."
Please wait to be seated. So I shouldn't just walk in and find a table.
Right. You should. In some cultures, you just walk in and find an empty chair.
Yeah, that is how it is where I grew up.
But in English-speaking countries, you almost always wait at the front door.
That is a great point to remember. I have actually seen people walk straight to a table, and the restaurant workers look very stressed.
Yes, they do get stressed. The staff usually has a special system,
A system for choosing where people sit.
Exactly. They want to make sure every waiter has the right number of tables.
Oh, that makes sense. So they aren't too busy.
Right. So you stand at the front, and soon a person will come to greet you.
Okay. Is that the waiter?
Sometimes, but usually this person is called the host.
The host. Got it. Do I need to say something formal to them, like, "Good evening, sir"?
No, you don't need a long, formal greeting. A simple smile and a hello or hi is perfect.
Okay, just a friendly hello. And then I guess I need to tell them how many people are with me.
Yes, exactly.
I know the basic phrase is, a table for two, please.
That is perfect. A table for two, please. It is short, clear, and very polite.
And I can just change the number, right? Like, a table for four, please?
Yes, you just changed the number. But what if the restaurant looks completely full?
Oh, right. If it is busy, what happens?
Well, the host might ask you, do you have a reservation?
A reservation, that means you called them earlier.
Exactly. You called earlier in the day to save a table for a specific time.
So if I just walked in from the street and I didn't call ahead, I just say, "No, we don't."
Yes, just say, "No, we don't."
But if I say no, will they just, send me away?
Usually no. They won't send you away.
Oh, good. So is there a way to wait for a table?
Yeah, the host will look at their list and say something like, "There is a 20-minute wait."
Okay, and then I can decide what to do.
Right. You can say, "That's fine, we will wait." Or you can say, "We will come back another time, thank you."
That is very simple. Okay, so let's imagine there is no wait today. We are lucky.
Very lucky. So the host says, "Right this way."
And they walk us to a nice table by the window.
Yes, a beautiful view. You sit down, and the host walks away.
Awesome. Now I am sitting down, and I am ready to look at all the delicious food.
Right. Often the host will actually give you the menus right when you sit down.
But what if they don't? Sometimes they're very busy and they just forget.
Yeah, that happens. Or maybe you are sitting in a casual pub where you have to ask for things yourself.
So if I'm just sitting there with no menu, how do I ask for one?
Well, there's a very good phrase to use here.
Because I don't want to sound rude, like I'm demanding things.
Of course not. So the best pattern to learn for restaurants is, can I have?
Can I have?
Yes. I like to call it a magic phrase. You just say, can I have the menu, please?
Can I have the menu, please? Yeah, that feels very comfortable to say.
It is soft, it is polite, and, it works for almost anything you need.
Okay, so the waiter brings the menu, and when I open it, I usually see the food organized into different sections.
Right. Menus always have sections.
I know the basic ideas, but sometimes the English words can be a little confusing.
They definitely can be. And a lot of the confusion comes from the differences between American English and British English.
Oh, really? Different words for the same food?
Yes. Let's look at the first section of the menu.
Okay, the small dishes you eat before the big meal.
Exactly. What do you usually call those?
I usually call them starters, but I also see the word appetizers all the time.
Right. Starters and appetizers.
Are they the exact same thing?
Yes, they are exactly the same thing.
So why are there two words?
Well, in the UK, you will almost always see the word starters on the menu.
Okay. Because it starts the meal.
Right. But in the US, it is much more common to see the word appetizers.
Appetizers.
Yeah.
Like a small salad or maybe a bowl of soup.
Exactly. Just the first small plate.
That makes sense. Now, here is the part that really confuses me.
Oh, which part?
After the starter, you order your big plate of food.
Yes, the most important part of the meal.
In the UK, I know this is called the main course.
Right, main course.
But in the US, I always see a French word on the menu.
Oh, yes. You are thinking of the word entree.
Entree, yes. Why do Americans use a French word for the main course?
It is a fascinating cultural difference, actually.
Because in France, doesn't entree mean the beginning, like the entrance?
Yes, in France, the entree is the starter. But in American restaurants, the entree is the big main dish.
Wow, that is really good to know. So if I am in New York and I want a large steak, I look under entrees.
Exactly. You look for the entrees.
And if I am in London, I look under main courses.
You've got it. It is very simple once you know the trick.
Okay, so what about the bottom of the menu? I often see special notes down there.
Yes, menus today often have special sections for dietary needs.
Dietary needs, like what people can and cannot eat.
Right. This is very common now. People might not eat meat, or they might get sick from certain ingredients.
Like dairy or nuts.
Yes, exactly. Food allergies.
How should someone ask about the ingredients if they have a special diet?
Well, you need to be clear. You can simply say, I am allergic to peanuts.
I am allergic to peanuts.
Yes. Or you could say, I am a vegetarian. Do you have any options for me?
Will the waiter get annoyed if I ask that?
Oh, no, not at all. Waiters are very trained to handle these questions.
That is good to hear.
Yeah, they will gladly point out the safe dishes on the menu for you.
Okay, so I have studied the menu. I found a safe dish. I know that I want a chicken dish for my main course.
Great choice. So the waiter walks back to your table.
And they take out a small notepad.
Yes. And usually they will ask something like, are you ready to order?
Are you ready to order? What if I am not ready?
If you are still deciding, it is completely okay to say, we need a few more minutes, please.
We need a few more minutes, please, so I don't have to rush.
You never have to rush. Eating out should be relaxing.
Okay, but if I am ready, I can just smile and say, yes, we are.
Exactly. Yes, we are.
Now, here is where another cultural difference really shows up.
Oh, what do you mean?
Well, in my home country, we speak very directly to restaurant staff.
Very directly.
Yeah, we just state the name of the food. We say, give me the chicken, or I want the chicken.
Ah, I see. Yes, that is different.
I have learned that in English, being too direct can sound quite aggressive.
That is a brilliant observation, Sam.
Because in English-speaking culture, politeness is heavily connected to indirect language.
Yes, exactly. If you look at the waiter and say, I want the chicken, it sounds like a command.
It sounds like a child demanding a toy. I want this.
Yes, it really does. I want is definitely too strong.
It feels like you are treating the waiter like a machine rather than a person helping you.
Right. So we use softer verbs.
What is the best way to ask for the food then?
The two best phrases are, I would like, or I'll have.
I would like, and I'll have.
Yes. For example, you can say, I would like the roasted chicken, please.
I would like the roasted chicken, please. That sounds very nice.
Or, using a natural contraction, you can say, I'll have the pasta.
I'll have the pasta. You know, using that contraction, instead of I will, it makes it sound very natural.
It really does. It sounds like a conversation, not a textbook.
Right. We want to sound natural.
Now be prepared, because after you say, I'll have the chicken, the waiter might ask you a follow-up question. Right. So the waiter takes all the notes, collects your menus, and walks away.
And then I get to relax, chat with my friends, and just wait for the food to arrive.
Yes, the best part.
So when the food finally comes, the waiter places the hot plates on the table.
And they usually say a nice phrase before they leave.
Like, enjoy your meal.
Yes, that is the standard phrase. Enjoy your meal.
And I just reply with a warm thank you, right?
Yes, simply say thank you.
Yeah.
Then you start eating.
But the communication with the waiter doesn't stop there, does it?
No, it doesn't. And this is another thing that surprises some travelers.
Yeah, because in some countries, once the food arrives, the waiter ignores you completely.
Really, they don't come back.
No, they don't come back unless you shout for them.
Oh, wow. Well, in America and the UK, they always come back.
They do.
Yeah.
Usually after you have taken a few bites, the waiter will walk by.
Yes. They will usually ask, is everything tasting okay? Or how is everything so far?
Why do they do that? Are they just trying to be friendly, or is there a specific reason?
Well, it is a big part of the customer service culture there.
Customer service. So they want to make sure I am happy.
Exactly. They want to make sure the food is cooked correctly.
And if there is a problem?
They want to fix it quickly so you leave the restaurant happy.
That makes a lot of sense. So if everything is good, I just say, it's delicious, thank you.
Yes. But what if everything is not good?
Yeah, what if I ordered a hot soup and it is completely cold?
Or what if they brought me a beef dish and I ordered chicken?
That is a tricky situation. It feels very uncomfortable to complain in a second language.
It is definitely uncomfortable, but it is necessary.
So how do I complain politely? I don't want to be angry.
Right, you don't want to blame the waiter personally. The key is to start with an apology.
An apology, like, I'm sorry.
Yes, or, excuse me, it softens the problem.
So I say, excuse me, but I think there is a mistake.
Perfect. Excuse me, but I think there is a mistake. I ordered the chicken.
Or I can say, excuse me, but my soup is quite cold.
Yes. Starting with excuse me, but is a great strategy.
It shows that you are being polite, but you still need them to fix the issue.
And they will usually apologize and bring you a fresh plate very quickly.
Okay, that is really helpful. Now, what if I need the waiter's attention, but they don't come to my table?
Like maybe you dropped your fork?
Yeah, or maybe I really need another glass of water.
This is another big cultural rule we should talk about.
In some places, it is normal to snap your fingers, or whistle, or even shout across the room.
Oh, yes. But if you snap your fingers at a waiter in London or New York, they will be very unhappy.
They don't like it.
No, it is considered extremely rude and disrespectful.
Really?
Yes. Waiters are treated as equals who are providing a service. They are not servants.
That is a very important point. So how do you get their attention in a crowded room?
It is all about eye contact.
Eye contact.
Yes. You watch for the waiter to walk near your section. When they look in your direction, you catch their eye.
And then what?
You raise your hand just a little bit and say, excuse me.
Just a little bit. So it is much more subtle.
Very subtle. You don't need to shout.
Just a look, a small hand movement, and a polite, excuse me.
Exactly. And then you can use our magic phrase again.
Can I have another glass of water, please?
Perfect.
Okay, so the meal continues. We finish our food.
The waiter clears away the empty plates.
And now we reach the final stage of the restaurant experience.
Paying the money.
Yes, the food is gone and I am ready to leave. How do I ask the waiter for the paper that shows how much I owe?
Well, we have another vocabulary difference here depending on where you're traveling.
Okay, let's start with the UK. If I'm in London.
If you are in the UK, you will catch the waiter's eye and say, can I have the bill, please?
Can I have the bill, please?
Okay.
Okay. And if I am in the United States or Canada?
In North America, people almost always use the word check.
Check. So I say, can I have the check, please?
Yes. Both words mean the exact same piece of paper with the final price.
Bill in the UK, check in the US. That is easy enough to remember.
Now, what if you are with a group of friends?
Oh, yeah. Sometimes we don't want to put all the money on one person's card. We want to pay for our own food.
That is a very common situation.
How do I ask to do that?
When the waiter brings the check, you can ask them, can we split the check, please?
Can we split the check, please?
Or you can say, can we pay separately?
Can we pay separately? That is a great phrase.
Yes. Most modern restaurants have computers that can easily divide the bill between different credit cards.
That makes it so much easier for groups.
It really does. And speaking of credit cards, the way we pay has changed a lot, hasn't it?
It sure has. It used to be just cash.
Now, it is mostly cards, or even using your mobile phone.
Right. If I only have my phone with me and I want to use digital payment, how should I ask?
You can ask the waiter, do you take contactless payment?
Do you take contactless payment?
Or you can just be specific and ask, do you take Apple Pay?
And if they say yes, what happens? Do I give them my phone?
Oh, no, keep your phone. They will usually bring a small machine directly to your table.
Okay, so they bring the machine and I just tap my card or my phone.
Exactly. But we need to talk about the most complicated part of eating out in English-speaking countries.
Oh, I know what you're going to say. Tipping.
Yes, tipping. It is incredibly important to understand.
Especially if you are traveling to the United States, right?
Yes, absolutely. A tip is the extra money you leave for the waiter to thank them for their service.
I know the rules for tipping are completely different depending on the country. It can cause a lot of stress for travelers.
It can be very stressful.
So what is the basic rule if I am in America?
Well, in the U.S., waiters are often paid a very low base salary.
Really? So they rely on tips to make a living?
Yes, they do. It is not just a nice bonus. It is expected.
So how much should I leave?
The normal standard is to leave between 15 and 20% of the total bill.
Wow, 15 to 20%. That is a significant amount of extra money.
It is.
So if my meal costs $100, I need to leave an extra $15 or $20 on the table for the waiter? What if the service was bad?
If the service was truly terrible, you might leave less. But leaving no tip at all sends a very strong negative message.
It means you are incredibly angry with the service.
Right. It is a big insult.
That is vastly different from Europe. What happens if I am eating in a restaurant in London?
In the UK, waiters are paid a standard minimum wage, so the tipping culture is much lighter.
So I don't have to leave 20%.
No. In fact, many restaurants will automatically add a service charge to your bill.
A service charge? How much is that?
Usually about 12%. And if they add that, you don't need to leave any extra money.
What if they don't add the automatic service charge?
If they don't, it is nice to leave around 10% for good service.
10%, okay.
But it is not a strict requirement like it is in the United States.
That is fascinating. The language is the same, but the financial culture behind the meal is totally different.
It really is. And it shows why learning English isn't just about memorizing words, you know?
Right. It is about understanding the culture of the people speaking it.
I completely agree. Understanding the culture makes you feel more confident.
And when you are confident, your English flows much more naturally.
Exactly.
Well, let's do a quick review of the main patterns we discussed today.
That is a great idea.
We learned that eating out is all about indirect politeness. We don't use aggressive statements.
Right. Instead of I want, we use I would like or I'll have.
And we use can I have when we need something like the menu or the bill.
Yes, that magic phrase, can I have?
And we remember that eye contact and a simple excuse me are the best tools for getting a waiter's attention.
No shouting and definitely no snapping fingers.
And most importantly, we learned that a warm smile and the words please and thank you are understood everywhere.
They really are the true foundation of good communication.
This has been a fantastic conversation. I feel much more prepared to walk into any restaurant, ask for a table, and just order a great meal without feeling nervous.
I am so glad to hear that. The next time you walk past a wonderful local restaurant, I hope you walk right through the front door.
I definitely will.
And just enjoy the experience.
Thank you for listening to the English Echo.
Keep practicing English every day.
Small steps can make a big difference.
See you in the next episode.